Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Vanessa Paloma Bajarnik. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment during this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. With the Omicron variant spreading like wildfire, health experts say just about everybody will likely end up getting infected with COVID-19. The CDC says the risk of hospitalization is now 17 times higher for unvaccinated people than for fully vaccinated people. The strain on hospital beds has triggered a state of emergency in Virginia, and the National Guard is now assisting in Kentucky. Doing a test at home may be more convenient than going to a clinic or a lab. But it's also important that you know how it's done properly. The CDC recommends you take the test 5 days after you think you've been exposed to the coronavirus. If the test is positive, the CDC says you should report those results to your doctor and local health department, as well as isolate for 10 days after symptoms start. If the test is negative, quarantine can stop, but the CDC recommends wearing a mask around others for 10 days. Authorities say a 5-year-old witness to the deadly apartment fire in Philadelphia last week told them the fire started when a Christmas tree was set on fire. The fire killed 12 people, including 8 children. In New York, authorities have released the names of 14 of the 19 victims killed in an apartment fire last week. The youngest victim was a 5-year-old girl, and the oldest was a 50-year-old woman. An investigation into the fire is still ongoing, but survivors and relatives of victims have filed lawsuits against the apartment building's owners. We have an update to a story we told you about last week. Authorities in Memphis say they have arrested 23-year-old Justin Johnson in connection to the fatal shooting of rapper young Dolph. Johnson was arrested in Indiana. He now faces a first-degree murder charge. Have you been to the grocery store lately and noticed the empty shelves? Empty shelves are becoming more common as customers across the country say they are having trouble finding milk, bread, meat, and other food items. Part of the problem is COVID-19 and surging Omicron infections. Grocery stores say worker shortages are causing delayed deliveries. Stores don't have enough workers, and most recently, weather disasters have impacted delivery. How many of you are fans of the horror movie Scream? The original Scream debuted in theaters in 1996. Scream 2 followed a year later in 1997. Scream 3 arrived in 2000. Then the series went dormant for about a decade. 11 years later, in 2011, Scream 4 was released. And many fans say it was the most gory of all the movies. And now this week, get ready for the 5th installment, simply entitled Scream. It is the first film in the series not to be directed by Wes Craven, who died in 2015. Scream debuts in theaters on January 14th. How do you eat your Oreos? One bite at a time? Do you dip them in milk? Or maybe you separate the cookies and lick the cream before chowing down. Well, Oreos is celebrating its 110th birthday with limited edition coconut confetti cake Oreos with sprinkles on the outside and inside. They will be on sale starting January 31st. Hold just a second. Oh, that's my favorite part. I enjoyed that. Sign1News will be broadcasting live updates Monday through Friday. Then this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, join us for a live panel of diverse guests to discuss the hot topics of the week. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. You can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku. Bye-bye.